Guys, and welcome to Football Fan Den UK. How's it going? So we're here for the big one, the Champions League final, as both teams just kicking off. And I'm going to quickly share with you guys on the screen the team news, and then we can get into the game. So great to have you with us, guys. If you just joined us, please hit that like button and drop your comment. It'd be great to hear from you. As you can see, there's the team news. So there we go, guys. There's the team news. So we are underway, as I say, guys. Inter Milan on the attack down this near side as they come towards the edge of the City box, but ball goes out of play and behind for goal kick. So let's quickly go to the chat. Ryan's with us. How's it going, Ryan? Ryan Clark. How's it going, mate? Welcome to the show. Ryan saying, wishing all the best to one of our own tonight. Would love to see John Stones add a Champions League winners medal to that growing list of honours. Once a red, always a red. Go on, Stones, lad. Okay. Thank you very much for that, Ryan. Welcome to the show, mate. And yeah, well, I'm certainly hoping Manchester City can get the win in this, mate. See another UK club win another European trophy this season. That would be awesome. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Ryan. Welcome to the show, mate. Good to have you with us. Ryan also saying hi. No, that's Milzard. Sorry, my apologies. How's it going, Milzard? Welcome to the show. Milzard also dropping in. How are you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Good to have you with us. As hope you guys having a good week so far. And don't forget, guys, please do feel free to drop your score predictions in if you've got one. Milan currently in possession at the back. Ryan saying, hey up, lads. Thanks for that, Ryan. Good to have you with us, as I say, mate. And Milsard saying, Wigan being placed under a transfer embargo. Okay, mate. Well, I haven't actually had a chance to read up on what's going on with Wigan. I've been so busy catching up with stuff. As Man City getting in behind now with a shot from Haaland. But I think he was clearly offside there as City slipped that ball in behind the Inter Milan defence. But as I say, Haaland caught in an offside position. But yeah, thanks for that, Milzard. I will check it out as soon as I get a minute, mate. Just been, like I said, first week of the football easing off this week, so I've been catching up with some personal stuff and what have you. So yeah, I will read up on it when I get a chance, mate. But yeah, that's not good news. But hopefully, new owners will be coming. As I heard you telling me about that the other day. So like I said, I haven't had a chance to read up on it just yet. Milan on the attack now as they whip the ball out to this near side, chipping it up to the halfway line. And now we've got a foul. Referee stopped the game for a foul. Just a knock to the head for... Oh, come on. Barella with a delayed reaction to a foul. As I expect, that's what we'll see tonight from the Italian team. Took the contact and then delayed the reaction to it before going down on the pitch. City now in possession as they work the ball down that far side, but strong challenge comes in from Milan, and the ball's gone out of play just inside the City half of the field. Stevie Allen, how's it going, mate? Stevie, always great to see you, mate. Always appreciate the work you do in the background. Stevie saying hi, Gaz and all. Thanks for that, Stevie. Good to have you with us, as always, mate. Ryan saying Wigan looking forward. Wigan looking forward getting battered. Getting battled against Barnsley. Is that meant to be battered against Barnsley? I hope you're going to come on when you eat some humble pie. City there with a challenge, a shot on that far side, but well wide of this near side post. But yeah, Ryan, hi. And no problem with you having confidence in your own teammate. No problem with that whatsoever. But I hope when those games come round, if you lose, hope you're going to come on the show and take it like a man. As I've noticed that you are already trying to wind up fans for next season. Millsard saying, I'm just looking at lighting and listening to thunder. All right, yep. The weather. All right, thanks for that, Millsard. So City in possession now on that far side as they work the ball forward, but another strong challenge comes in from Inter Milan, just in on the edge of the centre circle there. The referee blows for a foul, so City with a free kick taken quickly as they work it out to De Bruyne on this near side. And now City coming forward into the Milan half of the field as they work the ball forward. Jack Grealish losing possession there as Inter Milan regain the possession at the back and pass it back to the goalkeeper. City now pressing from the front. As Milan now with a long ball forward from the goalkeeper up to the halfway line. City regain possession. And they're just knocking it about at the moment on the halfway line as they come forward and knock the ball out to that far side. Milan just pegged back into their own half of the field at the moment as City, as we know, just keeping possession as they do on the halfway line. And now City playing it down the middle, but quickly challenged by Milan as Milan win it back in the middle of the park, knocking it back to their defenders now. As City start to press from the front, Milan knocking it out to this near side as they come forward now towards the edge of the halfway line. But City putting them under pressure as Milan knock it long and nobody there to latch onto the end of that ball as it goes back to the City goalkeeper. So yeah, weather. I'm not seeing no thunder and lightning today, mate. I'm not seeing any, but thanks for that, Millsard. And Millsard saying no, Ryan. I wouldn't even take him on, mate. I wouldn't even take him on. Millsard's have it saying, have you seen? Didn't mean to send that. Okay, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Ryan Clark saying laugh out loud. Okay, mate. Ryan obviously already on the wind up. We're not even into next season yet, Ryan. Can you not wait a month or two? Ball out on that far side now as City with a throw-in, knocking it back to the goalkeeper as they now come forward from the back. Working the ball out to De Bruyne on this near side. De Bruyne cuts the ball back inside as City push up the field. City losing the ball now on that far side, but referee quickly blows for a foul. Although I didn't see an awful lot wrong there as Milan won that ball back. Right, now I see the replay. Yeah. City lost the ball, then tried to stick a foot in to gain it back and just fouled the on-running Inter Milan player. So Milan now with the possession just inside their own half as they knock it about and just probe that Manchester City defence at the moment. So thanks for that, Ryan. Joey's with us. How's it going, Joey? Joey saying hi, Gaz. Hope all is well. I'm good, thanks. For asking, Joey. Hope you're doing good, mate. Welcome to the show. Hope you've had a good week. Milan now coming forward down the middle as City challenge for the ball, but Milan knock it out to that far side. Cross comes into the box as it's headed away, and now City regain the possession as they work the ball out to that far side, but quickly under pressure from Milan as the ball goes out of play on the far side for a throw-in just inside the City half of the field. So great to have you with us, Joey. Thanks for that, mate. Millsard saying, meant to say, have you seen that fire behind UEFA Champions League Stadium? No, I haven't. I haven't seen a fire. I've literally only came in from work about half an hour before the game started, mate. So I've not seen much of the build-up play. But are you on about this stadium? There's a fire behind this stadium where the final is. If there is, I haven't heard about it, mate. So no, I didn't know that. So thanks for that, Millsard. Millsard also saying I'll have to go off at 9 for 1% club. Okay, Millsard, no worries, mate. No worries. I don't exactly know what that means. 1% club. But no problem, mate. Glad to have you with us as long as you are available. And Ryan also saying, not really, just getting ready for next season. Yeah, obviously, it's already clocking on to next season now with this season finishing late. City now with a possession on that far side as they win it back from Milan. Milan challenging for the ball as the ball goes out behind for a goal kick. So City now on the attack as they try to keep possession on the halfway line, but Milan challenge for it. Another stoppage here. I don't understand what all these stoppages are for. City now coming forward towards the halfway line as De Bruyne now with a long ball forward looking for Haaland, but intercepted by Inter's defenders. As they head it back towards the halfway line, but City regain possession under pressure from Milan in the centre circle. And now the referee's blown for another foul. So City now coming forward on that far side, but knocking it back to the defenders as Milan find themselves boxed into their own half again. And Jack Grealish under pressure there as Milan pressing well from the front so far in this one, guys. Just coming up to 13 minutes gone as City knock the ball long down that far side, but it's intercepted by Milan. Milan bring the ball forward back to the halfway line as they work the ball now forward down that far side of the pitch. As cross comes into the box, it's deep as it's intercepted by Milan on this near side and knocked back towards goal, but deflected out, and that goes out for a corner to Inter Milan on this near side of the pitch. Millsard saying, yeah, behind that stadium in build-up. Have the fans done it? Is that something to do with the fans or something else? But no, I hadn't heard about that. Like I said, I only came in about half an hour before the game from work. So no, I haven't heard about that, but I'll certainly check it out after the stream, mate. Thank you very much for that, Millsard. Let me know, is it the fans that have done it or is it something, just a normal incident? Millsard also saying 1% club is TV show. All right, okay, fair enough, mate. I don't really watch much normal TV. As Milan now with a corner knocking it out to the edge of the box. Cleared up the field as Milan goalkeeper comes out to intercept it. And now Milan will build again from midway inside their own half. So, yeah, no, nice one, Millsard. Yeah, I don't like saying, mate, I don't really watch much normal telly, to be fair. So much easy to just access things you want to watch on the internet. So I don't really watch too much normal telly. Other than football, really. City now win the ball back and come forward down that far side. Strong challenge comes in from Milan, but City managing to keep the possession as they knock the ball out to this near side now. Jack Grealish picks it up, but quickly challenged by Milan as the ball ricochets out on this near side for a throw-in. Milzard also saying a 21-year-old trying to buy Wigan. Oh, interesting. Well, like I said, mate, I will look up on it as soon as I get a minute. Like I said, this has been the first week where the football has eased off. So I've been trying to catch up with a few other things that I've been putting off for months. So yeah, I will check it out, Milzard. As you know, I always make the effort to keep my word when I say I'll check something out, and obviously I want to know what's going on with you guys because it could affect what happens in League One next season. So Milzard saying none known, so I presume that's about the fire. Okay, thanks, mate. So Ake now to take the throw-in for City on this near side. As Milan intercept it. Under pressure immediately from City as they come away with the ball on this near side, but quickly challenged again by City as the ball goes out of play on this near side. And now City knocking the ball forward up towards the halfway line, but headed back in the direction it came from by Milan, and it goes out of play again for another throw-in. Melzard saying, I think it was a house. Okay, thanks, mate. Oh, that's disappointing to hear, isn't it? Let's hope it's nothing too serious. But yeah, I'll check that out later, mate. Obviously, I can't check it out now while I'm in the middle of a stream. But thank you for the update, Milzard. Appreciate it, top man. Always difficult for me to keep up with everything before a game, especially when I'm working right up to kickoff. So thanks, Mills. Thanks for that, Milzard. Much appreciated, mate. Ryan Clark also saying Milzard, Barnsley massive everywhere we go. And Milzard saying Barnsley more like Wigan. Okay. So City now with a possession on the far side of the pitch. We need some goal mouth action in this one, guys. It's been very cagey so far. 18 minutes gone. And City now knocking the ball forward up to Haaland. Haaland picks it up as he heads it down to Grealish on this near side. But Grealish just about keeping it in under pressure from Milan. As Milan knock it out on this near side for a throw-in. De Bruyne now with the possession as Milan challenge for it again on this near side, and it goes out for a corner to City. I'm not even going to read that, Ryan. I'm not even going to get into that. So Milan now with the possession on this near side as they come forward now into the City half of the field, but City there with a quick challenge in the middle of the park from Bernardo Silva. Sees the ball go all the way back to the City goalkeeper. City now building again as they come forward towards the halfway line, working the ball out to that far side. Milan intercept it. Now Milan coming racing forward into the City half of the field as City only with 4 players in their own half as Milan with the equal number. And now Milan working it forward. Shot comes in and it's wild and well high and over the bar. In fact, that was so wild I couldn't even see it and work out exactly where it's gone out of play, to be fair, guys. So City now build again from the back. Oh, City now just knocking it about on the halfway line, but Milan just backing off a little bit. They were defending well from the front in the first 15 minutes or so, but now they're sitting off a little bit, and so allow City to just knock the ball about on the halfway line. The ball whipped out to this near side to De Bruyne as he chips it forward, and that goes straight to the Inter Milan goalkeeper. So Milan will build again from the back. Milzard saying, what is the most interesting league you have covered, Gaz, this season? That's a good question, actually. Milan now coming forward into the City half of the field. I'm just thinking on that, Milzard, as Milan challenging for it and giving it away to City as City win it back now midway inside their own half of the field. City now working the ball out to this near side to Grealish. Grealish finding traffic as City play it back into the centre of the park. As City now working the ball out to the far side and coming back inside with Gundogan challenged by Milan, but City managing to keep it now as they work it down that far side as the cross comes in, and it's fallen to Grealish as Milan pressing well on the ball in the box and managing to regain possession as they work the ball out to this near side, but quickly challenged by Grealish on this near side, and the ball goes out for a throw-in as we've got a Milan player down in the middle of the pitch as well. So, yeah. With regards to Milzard, I would say probably, it's difficult to say, but I would say probably I would probably say this season, I would probably say it's probably a tie between the Premier League and League One, because the Premier League has been really interesting at the top. Not as interesting at the bottom. It's been interesting, but obviously we knew that two teams were down before we got to the end of the season. So I'd say the Premier League, obviously been interesting at the top end of the league and also at the bottom end of the league for a good percentage of the season. But I'd say League One been definitely fascinating this season with the amount of clubs that are what you might call sleeping giants a little bit down there in League One, the likes of Sheffield and Portsmouth, Bolton, Derby, these kind of clubs that you would expect, or most fans with respect that with decent football knowledge would probably consider those championship clubs normally. So I think that's made it quite interesting, and obviously Plymouth made a good run in the League One this season as well. So yeah, I'd say it's probably a tie, mate, between either Premier League or League One. To be fair, bit difficult to say to single one out of their own, but definitely those two leagues, from my point of view anyway, I would argue they was probably the most intense leagues this season. Obviously, the English Championship had some interest to it as well. But I wouldn't say it was as intense as the Premier League and the League One. But that's just my opinion. So, yeah, hopefully that answers your question, partly at least, Milzard. City now with a possession on the halfway line as Bernardo Silva knocks it back to the City's defensive line. And now City working it out to this near side as they chip the ball forward looking for Haaland, and De Bruyne coming racing forward there in support, but slips and Milan intercept the ball. And City pick it up again, but Milan win it back on this near side as City eventually knock it all the way back to their goalkeeper. And now City not looking at their usual confident self so far. They're finding it difficult to break Milan down at the moment. Joey saying, good question. Absolutely. Thanks for that, Joey. Yeah, that was a good question from Milzard. Now City coming forward down that far side as it's cut out by Milan, seeing the ball go out of play midway inside the Milan half of the field. City take the throw in quickly. And now Bernardo brings the ball into the centre of the park as City work it out to this near side. And now Jack Grealish picks up the possession as he knocks it back to City's defensive line. And now City with the possession on the halfway line as they come forward down the middle. And now Haaland getting in behind, shot as it ricochets off the goalkeeper and comes back out. But City regain possession on this near side as Jack Grealish now cuts it back to the edge of the box. And City now back to Jack Grealish as a cross comes in, headed away by Milan. But City pick it up again on that far side as they work it towards the edge of the box, with Bernardo Silva now coming into the box as De Bruyne crosses it into the box, but goes behind, and that will be a goal kick. But City finally getting in behind that defensive line of Milan. But good save by the goalkeeper as he was well positioned there on his line. So, yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Got to agree, mate. Milzard saying, Joey, what's your thoughts on McAllister? Yeah, that's a good question, Milzard, yeah. Stevie saying, please hit the like button and follow. Yes, guys, please do it. That thumbs up, if you could, would be appreciated. And consider subscribing if you're new. Milan now coming forward as they knock the ball out to that far side of the pitch, but quickly challenged by City on the halfway line as City win it back, but then lose it again as it's very scrappy at the moment on that halfway line. But now City have won it back as they come racing forward, knocking the ball out to De Bruyne on this near side as De Bruyne cuts it back into the edge of the box, gets the shot off, and a good save there by the goalkeeper. Actually took a deflection off a Inter Milan player there. So, but Milan now building again from the back, but they've lost the ball as City now play it out to this near side to Jack Grealish as he crosses it into the box, but the goalkeeper manages to cut the ball out and now gets Milan on the move again with the ball out to this near side as Milan come forward into the City half of the field. And then, oh, come on. Challenge from behind from City. So De Bruyne injured at the moment as he's about to receive treatment. Let's hope that's not too serious. So thanks for that, Stevie. Milzard saying Sheffield, Ipswich and Plymouth was switching around on second place. Yes, they certainly were, mate. They certainly were. So De Bruyne just receiving treatment at the moment. I think he's feeling the back of his leg. Let's hope that's not a hamstring injury. We don't want to see the best players off the field in such a big game. Joey saying, yeah, I think he's been doing good. He's still young, so could see more from him. Absolutely, yeah. Do you think? I'm not sure. I've heard loads of reports of Liverpool being linked with him, but I've not heard anything set in stone that Liverpool have actually signed him yet. Have you heard anything, Joey? But thanks for that, mate. Millsard saying yeah. So Millsard agreeing with that. Top man. Ryan Clark saying for me, for this season, just gone Barnsley and Ipswich. Okay, mate. Fair enough. Thanks for that, Ryan. Robert Cadzo saying, good job. Thank you very much, Robert Cadzo. Welcome to Football Fan Den UK, mate. Pleasure to have you with us. Welcome to the show. So we're back underway now after the stoppage for the foul. And De Bruyne is back on the pitch at the moment. Let's hope that's he's going to be okay. Milan now knocking the ball about inside their own half of the field as they play the ball back to the goalkeeper. So Milan just looking to try and play out from the back, but coming under pressure from City. As City now win the ball as Milan tried to play it out from the back, but quickly played out to this near side looking for Jack Grealish, but the ball goes out of play. And that will be a goal kick for Milan. But Milan need to do better playing out from the back like that. They just played it straight into City's possession quite easily. But Milan now do come forward as City win the ball back just inside the Milan half of the field. But Milan quickly challenging for it again on that far side of the pitch as they work the ball forward, but eventually end up knocking the ball out of play just inside the City half of the field. We've got Phil Foden warming up on the touchline. So that could be an indication that De Bruyne might not be able to see out the game. So thanks for that, Robert. Good to have you with us, mate. Ryan Clark saying for Championship, Blackburn and Millwall. Okay, mate, fair enough. Well, I was just answering Millsard's question about which league he thought I'd seen the best this season. I think all leagues are equally competitive, but yeah, I suppose each season sometimes one league can stand out more than others. But thanks for that, Ryan. So City now coming forward as they work the ball into the Milan half of the field. Milan challenging for it, but City keeping possession as they knock it back to the halfway line. But slipping there as City forced to pass it back to the goalkeeper as they almost lost possession there with a slip. But now City coming, working the ball out to this near side as they chip it into the centre circle, looking for De Bruyne. But City now just knocking it about on the halfway line, but Milan making life really difficult for them to come forward. But City do now find some space as they come forward down that far side. But Milan man marking really well on that far side as City forced to cut it back into the centre of the park. As it's all City at the minute with the possession as they come forward now into the box. Gundogan knocking it to De Bruyne. De Bruyne crosses it out to this near side, but referee's blown for a foul. I don't think De Bruyne is going to be able to carry on here, guys. Always disappointing to see a top player going off in a big game like this. But on the plus side, it will mean that we get to we're going to get to see Phil Foden. What a replacement. Phil Foden coming on for Kevin De Bruyne. Really gutted for De Bruyne. What a season he's had. He's had a fantastic season and an inspirational player. Really, really disappointing to see him having to go off. I think it's a hamstring injury, guys. But what a replacement. Phil Foden coming on to replace De Bruyne. So 36 minutes gone, guys. We're back underway after that substitution for City. And now Milan working the ball forward down that far side as it's headed out and goes out of play for a throw-in just inside City's half of the field. Joey saying, yeah, we signed him, mate. Oh, have you? Right. Thanks, Joey. Like I said, I've been so busy this week trying to catch up with some other stuff. I've not been able to keep up brilliant with the transfer window. So thanks for that, Joey. Ryan Clark saying, welcome our new signings. Casper Lapata to Oakwell. The Polish defender arrives on a 4-year deal. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for that, Ryan. Yeah, we wish him well. Let's hope he does well for you guys. Oh, we've got another foul on this near side. So Milan now coming forward down that far side as they chip the ball out to this near side with a good crossfield ball, working out towards the edge of the City box now as they come into the box. And now ball worked out to this near side as Milan not making the best of that as they're forced to pass it all the way back to the halfway line under pressure from City. Now City again with another long ball forward out to this near side as they now attempt to get a cross into the box, but it's blocked off by City as Milan knock it back to their defensive players midway inside the City half of the field. And now Milan just trying to keep some possession as City now start to press from the front, forcing Milan back into their own half. And now Milan forced to pass it all the way back to the goalkeeper as City persistently pressing from the front. So Milan now working it back out to this near side. I don't believe they've allowed themselves to be pushed all the way back from the edge of City's box, all the way back to their own box. Cross out to that far side from the Milan goalkeeper. And that goes out for a throw-in for City midway inside the Milan half of the field. John Stones on that far side to take it as Milan quickly intercept it and had it back in the direction it came from. And that goes out for another throw-in to City. So City now just working the ball down that far side, but quickly challenged by Milan as Milan win it back, but then give it away again to City. And City now with a ball through the middle. And now working it out to that far side as they come forward now towards the edge of the Milan box, but quickly pressured by Milan as Milan win it back now. And they come forward up towards the halfway line. But again, they're challenged by City as City intercept it and knock it forward. But Milan intercept it at the back and then knock it out again on that far side for another throw-in. Italian players are bad for cheating. So Milan now coming forward. I should work the ball out to this near side, but then come backwards again. The goalkeeper comes out. Milan living dangerously a little bit there, where the goalkeeper keep taking chances coming out outside his own area. As now Milan work the ball out to that far side, knocking it long. But City challenging for it. And now City win it back midway inside their own half of the field. Really cagey so far in this one, guys. And City now coming forward into the centre of the park. Working through that press by Milan as they work the ball out to this near side now. Jack Grealish cuts the ball back into the middle, and now City on the edge of the Milan box. Milan finding themselves pressed all the way back as they've got two defensive lines at the moment. And now City switching the ball out to that far side as they come towards the edge of the Milan box, but again cutting it back into the middle. So just keeping Milan boxed into the edge of their own box. And now out to this near side as Jack Grealish kicks it back in the direction it came from. So cagey, this game. So City still in possession as they work the ball forward now and work it out to this near side. Jack Grealish looking to try and get in behind, but quickly challenged by Milan. Oh, we don't like to see that. Jack Grealish asking for the Milan player to be shown a card. We don't want to see that. Let the referee do his job. We don't want to see players gesturing for other players to be booked. I really don't like that, guys. Really don't. It's unprofessional. Yeah, he might be frustrated that he grabbed hold of his shirt, but asking the referee to show a card is just poor sportsmanship. So we've got a free kick on this near side. Phil Foden standing over it. Right next to the edge of the pitch, this one, guys. As it comes in, crossed into the box. Picked up by City at the back. As Rodri tries to kick the ball back in, but it's deflected behind. And that will be a goal kick. Although I think the last touch there come off a Milan player. Now deflected back off the Milan player into the path of the City player and ricocheted out behind for a goal kick. Joey saying a little disappointing at Mo. Was hoping for lots of goals, laugh out loud. Yeah, absolutely, Joey. I totally agree, mate. I knew it'd be a bit of a cagey start. I thought maybe the first 20 minutes would be cagey. But then after that, I thought it'd spark into life. I didn't expect the whole first half to be as cagey as this. But hopefully, with some input from the managers at half-time, we might see the game spark into life in the second half, Joey. Let's fingers crossed, mate. Ball up to the halfway line from the goalkeeper now as the referee blows the offside flag. Blows the whistle, sorry, for the offside flag. There's City coming forward from midway inside their own half as they try to work the ball out to this near side, but Gundogan knocks it all the way back to the goalkeeper. And now City building from the back again. Come on, guys. We need this game to spark into life. This game at the minute is like the end of a game when the team's 3-0 up and they're just playing out the last 10 minutes of the game. That's the way both sides are playing it at the moment. City now coming forward into the Milan half of the field as they work the ball out to that far side and now come towards the edge of the Milan box. As it's back out to a Cagey shot from distance, but it's well high and wide and goes out behind for a goal kick to Milan. 2 minutes added on at the end of this first half, guys. I think that actually took a deflection as well. Keep your comments coming, guys. We'll come to your comments in a moment. We're only 30 seconds away from the half-time whistle as the ball knocked out on this near side by the goalkeeper. Milan win the throw-in, and so they take it quickly, and throwing it long ball up towards the edge of the City box as it's challenged by both teams, and that will be a foul, but with no time to play the foul as the referee blows for the half-time. And let's hope the second half is much better than this. So, yeah, guys, please do drop your comments in and hit that like button. Would be great to hear from you. I'm just going to quickly give you guys some stats, and then I will come to your comments. Just bear with me a second, guys, while I quickly bring you the halftime stats. There we go. So just bear with me a second, guys, and I will just quickly share on the screen the stats with you. And then I'll come to your comments. There you go, guys. Should be able to see that now, hopefully. There we go, guys. So as you can see, shots so far 4 apiece. Both teams having 4 shots each. Shots on target 2 for City, 1 for Milan. Really disappointing, really, when we look at that. That's how cagey the game has been. That we've only had that small amount of shots on goal in the first half. Only 4 apiece from both teams, and 2, like I say, 2 on target for City, 1 on target for Milan. That's a true indication of how cagey this game's been. Possession 62% for City, 38% for Milan. Passes 305 for City, 186 for Milan. Pass accuracy 91% for City, 83% for Milan. Fouls 4 for City, 8 for Milan, and no yellow cards, no red cards. Offsides 1 apiece, and only 1 corner. Although I think that's incorrect, actually, because I'm sure we've seen at least 2 City corners. So I don't think that's actually correct with the amount of corners. But there you go, guys. You've got to remember that these stats do update themselves as they go through the game. So let's quickly go to the chat and see what you guys are saying. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button. Would be appreciated. So Billy, how's it going, mate? Evening, Billy. Billy is saying evening. I'm just popping in to give a prediction because I'm watching this myself. I think 1-0 to Inter. Enjoy the game and the rest of your evening all. Thank you very much, Billy. Appreciate you dropping in, mate. Good to see you. And yeah, fair enough, mate. You want to enjoy, just sit and chill and enjoy the game. No problem, mate. Thank you very much for dropping in. Anyway, Billy, always appreciated, mate. And I hope you are having a good week And thank you very much for that, Billy. Would be appreciated if you could hit that like button as well, mate, if it's not too much trouble. Dune, welcome to Football Fan Den UK, mate. Great to have you with us. Dune saying, worst Champions League final since ever. Okay, Dune. Yeah, I can't argue with you at the minute in the first half. Let's hope the second half changes that, mate. I've got to agree with you. It's been really disappointing, hasn't it? It's actually been really difficult to commentate on it because it's been so stop-start and so little effort going towards goal. Both teams losing possession quite cheaply and quite easily, and you wouldn't normally associate that with Manchester City, would you? So yeah, Dune, got to agree with you there, mate, but let's hope the second half changes that and we start to see a lot more goal mouth action. But welcome to Football Fan Den UK, mate. Great to have you with us, and thank you for sharing your thoughts. Billy saying, you know what, I'll stay. You know what, I'll stay. This has been one boring game. It certainly has, Billy. I've got to agree with you, mate. It has. The first half been really, really boring. In fact, to be honest, guys, I've got to say all the finals have been pretty disappointing, to be fair. Let's hope this second half does spark into life, because the Europa League final was massively disappointing. Both teams seem to be out to cheat the way to winning that cup. I think the Europa Conference League final was better, but still not brilliant, but was better. And then obviously we've got this half of this Champions League final that's been massively disappointing. So let's hope, for the sake of us loving football, that this second half sparks into life much better. But thank you very much for that, Billy. Dune is saying this final is so bad, I would rather watch someone react to how bad it is. Fair enough, Dune. Yeah, I've got, like I said, mate, I've got to agree with you. It's been really, really cagey from both teams. I expected that for the first 20 minutes, but I didn't expect it for a whole half of football. So, yeah, I've got to agree with you, mate. Can't argue with that one bit. So I'm really hoping that the second half is much better. Joey's saying, laugh out loud, Billy. Hi. Thanks for that, Joey, top man. Billy saying, I thought this final would be action-packed. How wrong I was. Hopefully the second half is better. Well said, Joey. Billy. Well said, Billy. Got to agree with you, mate. Joey saying, think everyone feeling the same. Dune, laugh out loud. I think you're right, Joey. Yeah, I do. I think you're right. Billy saying, hi, Joey, top man. Always appreciate you guys making that effort to be positive with each other. So, top man, Billy. Billy saying, I can't pay a $5 for a non-league game, and I can pay a $5 for a non-league game, and it would still be better than this. And a ticket. A ticket there probably cost a fortune. Yeah, mate. For the Champions League final. Oh, definitely. You're probably talking, I don't know, £60 at least for a Champions League final ticket. Oh yeah, Billy. I don't even know. I would say if you're going to a Champions League final, I reckon your costs, getting there costs, I reckon you're talking in excess of £600 per person. Easy. What do you guys think? I reckon £600 per person. Travel, accommodation, food, tickets, easy over £600 per person. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Joey saying, so true, Billy. Yeah, got to agree. Absolutely. I think he's right with what he's saying. Non-league game will be much better than this. Joey also saying, everyone pray to the football gods, laugh out loud. I'm praying, Joey. I am praying, mate. Come on, football gods. Give us a European final to remember in the second half. I'm praying, Joey. I'm praying. Our Father, who art in football, football be thy name. For football be thy kingdom come. For football I love forever and a day. Please, football gods, give us a football half to remember. How's about that, Joey? As you can see, I'm not a very religious man. So, yeah, just trying to. Joey saying me too. Yeah, get putting your hands together, guys. Come on, let's pray together. Pray to the Lord. Pray to the football Lord. That might work, you know, if it was a Sunday. Sunday's a religious day, isn't it? So it might actually work better if it was a Sunday. So I'm going to quickly give you guys an update on what football is coming over the next week for you guys to keep in touch with what I might be covering this week coming. So obviously we are with the Champions League final tonight, guys. And then tomorrow there's some international friendlies, but they probably won't be on TV coverage. Not really much we can cover tomorrow, to be fair, guys. So, yes, let's give you a quick update of what's coming this week. So, Sunday, we have got international friendlies. We've got Panama via Nicaragua. We've got Mexico taking on Cameroon. Kenya taking on, I don't even know that country. I've never even heard of them. Djibouti? That is a country I've never even heard of. And we've also got Chile v Cuba, which I would imagine that could be a quite interesting game. But they're all friendly games, guys. And then on Monday, we got an international friendly that might be a bit more interesting to us, guys. Germany taking on Ukraine. That's a 5 o'clock kickoff on Monday. I'm not sure. I'll have to check if I can get that on the TV. On Tuesday, there's absolutely no football whatsoever. And then on Wednesday, we've got the UEFA Nations League semi-final. Netherlands taking on Croatia in the UEFA Nations League. That's the first semi-final. We've also got some international friendlies on that same day, which is Kenya taking on Pakistan, Indonesia taking on Palestine, and also Jamaica taking on Qatar, and Uruguay taking on Nicaragua. Nicaragua. I can't even read that country's name. And then on Thursday, guys, we've got the other UEFA Nations League semi-final, which is Spain v Italy. That sounds like that could be a really tasty one. So, yeah, that will be on Thursday. And then international friendlies on Thursday. Japan taking on El Salvador, and Argentina taking on Australia. But both of those are really late kickoffs for the friendlies. So we may be covering some of this, guys, as it's the summer now. And then on Friday, we have a whole heap of football going on with many UK nations involved on Friday on the first of the Euro Championship qualifiers. So in Group B, we have got Gibraltar taking on France, which obviously Gibraltar is a UK nation, but a very small UK nation. I expect them to struggle against France. But yeah, Gibraltar taking on France. We've also got Malta taking on England. And we've also got Wales taking on Armenia. And as well as that, we've also got Greece playing Republic of Ireland. And I'm sure I saw Northern Ireland playing, but there they are, Northern Ireland playing Denmark. So, yeah, I think the game that we'll possibly go for on Friday, if we are available, guys, would probably be either Wales taking on Armenia or Denmark taking on Northern Ireland, as I think those would be more entertaining games than Malta playing England. I would expect England to win that quite comfortably. Then on Saturday, guys, 5 o'clock kickoff, we've got Scotland taking on Norway in their European qualifiers. That's a 5 o'clock kickoff, as I say. Other games also that day is Cyprus v Georgia, Luxembourg v Liechtenstein, Iceland v Slovakia, Portugal v Bosnia Herzegovina. I can never say their name. Also in Group E, Albania v Moldova, Faroe Islands v Czech Republic. In Group F, Azerbaijan taking on Estonia, and Belgium v Austria. Group G, Lithuania taking on Bulgaria, and Montenegro taking on Hungary. International friendlies on Saturday is Chile v Dominican Republic, and also Brazil taking on Ghana. International friendlies also Ecuador v Bolivia, Egypt taking on South Sudan, and Honduras taking on Barbados. So there you go, guys. That brings you all up to date what's coming in the next week between now and next Saturday. So, yeah, we'll be covering some of that, guys. So, teams just coming back out as we're about to get back underway with the second half. Thanks for that, Joey, top man. Billy said, looked it up, and you're right, Gaz. It's £598, which is basically £600. Whoa, no way. And that was just a rough ballpark figure, to be fair. I thought roughly it's going to cost about 600 quid per person. So thank you very much for that, Billy. Nice of you to look that up, mate. I didn't expect to be so close to it, though. I thought that was just like a rough ballpark figure. No way am I like £2 off it. That's crazy. I think that's the extent of my predictions. Correct. I got a score prediction right the other day, and now I've got a cost of a game prediction right. So I think I've had my lot now. Probably be back to normal gas look tomorrow. But thanks for that, Billy, top man. So let me quickly share on the screen with you guys. Let me quickly get rid of the stats and share with you guys the other screen now, so you guys can keep up. Apologies if this screen doesn't keep you up to date with guys bang on accurate, or I am going to try and figure out and see if I can find out how to solve that over the summer, if it is solvable. So thanks for that, Billy. We are back underway now. As City get us back underway, knocking it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper knocks it long out to that far side as Milan regain the possession deep inside their own half as they knock it forward now. Man City intercept it as they lose it to Milan now on that far side. Milan now coming forward as City intercept it and knock it back to the goalkeeper. And now Man City build again from the back. Joey is saying expensive do in it. Bill, it certainly is. Absolutely. And that's just ballpark, isn't it? That's just a ballpark figure. I'm sure you could spend a lot more than that. Billy's saying that is ridiculously expensive. It certainly is, Billy. It certainly is. But unfortunately, UEFA don't think about fans, do they? They don't care about fans' cost to get to the game. All they care about is their own interests. So City now with the possession as they come into the Milan half of the field. And we started the game just how the first half finished, cagey and slow. So we've got a Milan player down on this near side as the referee blows for the foul. Although it wasn't a foul initially because the referee didn't blow for a foul initially. But the Milan player not getting back to his feet has meant the referee felt obliged to throw. Oh, he's done it to himself. The Milan player's done it to himself, just backing into the City player. I think he just backed into Bernardo Silva on this near side and then gone down like he's been hit with a sledgehammer or something. Honest, Italian teams do my head in for cheating. Billy saying, right, I did read that. Thanks, Billy. Yeah, got to agree with you, mate. Billy also saying, especially to watch this, very boring. I know you'd be gutted, but it is expensive. It is expensive to go to a final. I know that when I went to watch Bolton at a final in Cardiff, Bolton in 2004, I think it was, the final in Cardiff. Me and my lovely missus took me and my lovely wife, and we went down there. And I think it cost us, and that was going back a few years as well. And I think that cost us about £350. And that wasn't with any hotels or anything. That was just travel costs, tickets, food, stuff like that. And it totaled up to about £350 for the day for two of us. It's crazy, isn't it, guys? Absolute madness. Joey saying, yeah, you would be. So, peed off. Yeah, you certainly would, Joey. So we're back underway now as Milan with the possession just inside their own half as they work the ball out to this near side. Now chipping it forward, but cut out by City, and they knock the ball out of play on this near side for a throw into Milan. Billy saying, exactly, you paid all that money just to watch this rubbish. I like it, Billy. Don't mince your words, mate. Like it. Milan now with the possession as they chip the ball forward out to that far side, but it's intercepted by City, and they knock it out again for another throw-in on the far side of the pitch. Come on. We need this game to spark into life, don't we, guys? City now win the ball off Milan deep inside their own half as they try to make the most of it, but Milan win it back. And now Milan knocking it long down this near side as City intercept it. And now City coming forward into the Milan half of the field as they work the ball into the centre of the park, and now coming forward down the middle, but eventually working it out to that far side as need to see Jack Grealish taking players on a bit more. Every time he receives that ball on the far side, he's knocking it straight back in the direction it came from. What's the point in doing all that to work the ball out to him if he's not brave enough to take players on? So Milan challenging for the ball on the halfway line, and that will be a foul. So free kick for City. Foul on Gundogan. Bang on the halfway line. Joey's saying you could go Greece for a week for that. Yeah, you could. That's true. Yeah, I never thought of it like that, Joey. You're right. Billy's saying watching this game is like watching grass grow. Some people do that, mate. Some people do that. Billy saying, going to get some food now. Hope the second half is better than the first. Enjoy it. Thank you, Billy. Enjoy your food, mate. Great to have you with us. And yeah, hope you have something nice. And stay safe. Look after yourself, Billy. Great to have you drop in on us today, mate. City now working the ball down this near side towards the edge of the Milan box. But Milan now win it back as they come racing forward down this near side. Challenged from behind. As Milan making the most of it again. As City now coming forward out to that far side. And now City winning a free kick. But Milan trying to protest. So Joey saying, you too, Billy. Bye. Thank you, Joey, top man. Catello, welcome to Football Fan Den UK, mate. Great to have you with us. Catello saying, yo. Yo, how's it going, mate? Welcome to Football Fan Den UK. Great to have you with us. How you doing, mate? Let us know how you think this is going to turn out. Free kick on the far side now for City. As it's worked out to this cross into the box and eventually bounces out on this near side for a throw-in. So Inter now with a free kick on this near side. With a throw-in on this near side as they kick it long. And now City pick it up just inside the Milan half of the field as they pass the ball back to the centre circle. And now City build again from the back as they play the ball down the middle now. John Stones plays it to Gundogan on the edge of the Milan box. Gundogan under pressure as he works it out to that far side to Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish crosses the ball in, but John Stones eventually picks it up. And now players going down all over the place there on the edge of the City box. The Milan box. As eventually the referee blows for a foul, and I think he's giving it to Milan. But we had players from both teams there chucking themselves to the ground on the edge of the box. So thank you very much for that, Cartello. As I say, welcome to the show, mate. And Joey saying hello, Cartello. Top man, Joey, thank you, mate. So ball on that far side now as Milan come forward towards the edge of the City box. And now Milan with a shot from the edge of the box, but it's blocked off by City. Deflects out to this near side as Milan pick it up again. Now cross comes into the box, headed away out to that far side before the ball eventually rolls out for a throw-in. So Milan taking the throw-in quickly. So they play it all the way back to the halfway line. And Milan goalkeeper coming deep out of his own area. Got another Milan player on the deck. So we're about to have another substitution, guys, and it's Lukaku coming on for Milan. So Edin Dzeko coming off, and it's Romelu Lukaku coming on. It should be a good change for City because City should know Lukaku really well from his days at Man United and at Chelsea. Now Milan knocked the ball back to their goalkeeper. We need this game to spark into life. It's so boring. Ball now knocked forward as Milan come forward now. But crossed into the box as it's headed away. Now City regain possession on that far side. As they now build again from the back, knocking the ball there back to their defensive players as they bring the ball out to this near side now. And coming forward with Bernardo Silva in possession, but he's forced to pass it back. Oh, this game is so boring. Stop passing it back so much and get attacking. City now work the ball out to the opposite flank as Jack Grealish again intercepts it and passes it back. And City now just playing it out from the back. They've just allowed themselves to be. Oh! City leaving themselves in all sorts of trouble there at the back. Letting Milan get in behind them there with a miscellaneous ball, but now City coming forward as. Oh, that is a bad challenge there by Milan. Phil Foden on the deck as he came charging down the middle there, and Nicolo Barella, the Milan player, with a strong challenge. Taking the ball and the man there. So City now with a free kick. But they were living dangerously as they allowed Milan to get in behind them for the first time in the game, really, there. So thanks for that, Joey. So free kick for City. As it's taken short, crossed into the box, headed on, and it's high and over the bar by Ruben Diaz. And that will give Milan the chance to build again from the back. Milan now playing out from the back as they work the ball out to that far side. And now City regaining the possession deep inside their own half as they knock it back to the goalkeeper. 60 minutes gone, guys. And still 0-0. Can you believe it? Half an hour remaining for one of these two teams to find a winner as City now come forward on that far side as Jack Grealish now beats the press. And now, John Stones there allows that ball to get away from him and Milan regain possession. And now Milan coming forward as they work the ball out to that far side and now coming into the City half of the field as they pressed by City on the far side, and Milan pass it back to their defensive line. Now City with Haaland has just given the ball about away there inside the Milan half of the field. Milan now coming forward again on that far side. Joey saying, don't think we meant to see a good final this season. It's not looking that way, is it, Joey? This is really, really disappointing. You expect that maybe the Conference League final or the Europa League final might be a bit underwhelming, but to have this game underwhelming as well doesn't exactly speak well for the hype that the UEFA are trying to create with this competition. And I don't know if you guys know, but next season is the last season of this format of the Champions League. After that, UEFA have got a brand new format, and it doesn't sound good either, guys. The new format does not sound good at all. Milan winning the ball in the middle of the park as they now come forward down the middle, working the ball out to this near side. So now come towards the edge of the City box. Milan now playing it forward. Cross comes in, headed away by Gundogan inside the box. But Milan head it back into the box as City eventually pick up the possession on that far side, knocking the ball up towards the halfway line as Haaland heads it back in the direction it came from. But Milan unable to keep possession as now City come forward down the middle, knocking it to Bernardo Silva. As Bernardo Silva now racing towards the Milan box, cut back to John Stones on this near side as he crosses it into the box, and Bastoni intercepts it and knocks it or deflects it out for a goal kick. For a corner on this near side to City. That's the best spell of play I think I've seen in this second half. That says a lot. How cagey it's been. It's been really poor. The Scottish playoff final was better than this, guys. So we're waiting for this corner coming in, guys. Referee just having a word with players in the box as now the corner comes in from Jack Grealish, and it's deep. So the referee blowing the whistle. We finally get a bit of goal malfunction, and the referee blows the whistle for foul. Oh. So thanks for that, Joey. Jake Darts. Darts is saying, is this final going to be good? Not at the minute, mate. It's really poor at the moment. Too cagey. Both teams playing a really cagey game. Neither team, even though the possession stats would say that City are dominating possession, that's only because they're keeping possession well at the back. But as soon as they move forward, they've lost the possession equally as much as Inter Milan, if we're fair. But yeah, it's a really disappointing game so far, mate. But welcome anyway, Jack Darts. Welcome to Football Fan Den, mate. Great to have you with us. And let us know who you would like to win out of these two teams, mate. As City now work the ball out to this near side, but challenged by Milan, and that will be a free kick for City. But yeah, welcome to the show, Jake Darts. Great to have you with us, mate. I'm sorry, nothing I can do about how the game is going, mate. Jake Darts also saying, is this final going to be good? It's not looking good at the minute. And Jake Darts also saying, who do you want to win? City, mate. Obviously City, because it's a European final. We're a UK football channel. So we would always want to see UK clubs do well in Europe, mate. Who do you want to win, mate? Let us know who you want to win, Jake. Would be interesting to know that. City now with a possession in the centre circle, working it out to that far side. Yep, already answered that. Thanks, Jake. So Jake saying same. Cool. Thanks for that, Jake. Well, let's hope City can come out on top. But like I say, mate, at the moment, this is not a very entertaining game, unfortunately. City now with a possession on the far side as Jack Grealish now crosses it into the box. As Gundogan winning it and just keeping it in now. As Jack Grealish. Oh, City now coming in with the ball in behind, crossed into the box. And City now with a shot and scored! City have scored! Rodri coming racing into the box and smashing the ball into that far side of the net. Sorry, the near side of the net. And let's hope that will spark the game into life now, guys, as that will force Inter to come out and play more now. So cool. Thanks for that, Jake. Jake also saying WW Man City. Awesome. Thanks for that, Jake Darts. As I say, mate, great to have you with us. Welcome to Fandom. And Jake also saying Haaland going to score a hat-trick. Well, I don't. He might do now. We've got a goal because that goal certainly going to open things up. So let's hope we do have some goals, and you could be right with a hat-trick now. That's going to force Milan to play, come out and play. Joey's saying, finally a goal. Absolutely, Joey. Yep, totally agree, mate. About time we had one, and now let's hope that's going to spark the game into life. So thanks for that, Joey. Jake Darts is saying, they scored. They certainly did, mate. Maybe your good luck charm coming on. When you did. Jake also saying, did they score? They certainly did, mate. They certainly did into the near side of this net, on the near side of the net. Jake Darts also saying he's got ready for this. Oh, are you talking about Haaland? Well, let's hope we see him on the score sheet, mate. So ball now knocked forward towards the City half as Milan now with a possession on this near side, crossing the ball into the box as City intercept it, knocking it away. But Milan regain possession in the middle of the park as they work it back out to this near side. And now cross comes into the box as City, heading it towards goal. But the goalkeeper there just keeping it out as Milan almost finding the equaliser. Jake starts. He's saying Haaland got this. Well, he's had a. I don't know. He's had a quietish game up to now, but that's because we've not had a lot of goal malfunction so far in this one. But yeah, hopefully he'll get on the score sheet, mate. Jake Darts saying, who is your favourite player on the team in the City team? De Bruyne, mate. De Bruyne. Absolutely top player, De Bruyne, my favourite City player. Jake Darts also saying, people don't call him a robot for nothing. Okay, I think that's meant to be directed at Haaland, but thank you very much for that, Jake. Yep, he's definitely made an impact for City this season. Ryan is saying we're all Man City tonight, aren't we? Barnsley, Beckenbauer. Okay, thanks for that, Ryan. Well, I think there might be the odd fan that might want Milan to win, but yeah, majority of us hoping that City come out on top in this. So thanks for that, Ryan, top man. Yeah, well said, mate. So I think we're about to see another City substitution as we're approaching 72 minutes gone. Goal kick now for City. Milan now with a possession just on the edge of their own box as they pass it back to the goalkeeper. Ryan Clark saying we're home. I read that. So, yeah, thanks for that, Ryan, top man. Yeah, got to agree with you there, mate. Joey saying, think the football gods heard us, Gaz. I hope so, mate. I hope so. Let's hope this last 20 minutes is a bit more entertaining than the first hour that we've had. As Milan now coming forward with Lukaku into the box, shot off by Lukaku, but City save it well. Good save from the goalkeeper. They should hear us, Joey. We've had a disappointing few finals so far in Europe. Milan now intercept the ball at the back because City trying to play the ball down this near side as Milan now come back the other way as Milan racing forward towards the edge of the City box, but City challenging for it now as Rodriguez on this near side wins back possession, and now City trying to play it forward and do, but Milan regain possession in the middle of the park. So hope so, Joey. Jake Darts saying, I'm a stay on and support your life. Thank you very much, Jake Darts. Appreciated, mate. Top man, thank you. Really do appreciate the support from all you guys when you come and get involved. So thank you very much for that, Jake. A pleasure to have you with us, mate. Thank you. Scampy Boy, Foden has a Lego hair. Has Lego hair. Okay then, mate. Fair enough. That's a new one on me. I've never heard that expression before. City now coming forward into the Milan half of the field, midway inside Milan's half, as a challenge for the ball on the near side, and Bernardo Silva winning a free kick for City. And we're about to see City now bring on Walker. So, yeah, Scampy Boy, welcome to the show, mate. Great to have you with us. Hold on. I'm not sure about the comment with the Lego haircut. That's a new one on me, mate. But, yeah, each to their own. Fair enough. Like quirky, catchy names like that. So Milan also making a substitution here as Alexandra Baston coming off, and it's Robin Gosens coming on for Milan. So we've got a free kick on this near side for City as Gundogan comes to take it. Midway inside the Milan half of the field. 76 minutes gone, guys. City 1, Milan 0. Cross comes into the box from the free kick as it's headed away, but Jack Grealish picks up the possession on the edge of the box as the ball eventually works its way back to Gundogan as Gundogan now plays it out to that far side as Jack Grealish now with the possession as he plays it back to his City teammates in defence. As now City work the ball forward out to Bernardo Silva on this near side. But Milan finding themselves boxed in at the minute. All it needs is that second goal from City, and that could kill the game off. City now coming down the middle. Phil Foden, iteration into the box as he gets the shot off. Good save there by the goalkeeper. But Phil Foden has really sparked a bit of life into this game since he's come on. Definitely had a bit more from him in the second half. Milan now building from midway inside their own half of the field as they work the ball out to that far side. So thanks for that, Scampy boy. Jake Dart saying, I bet you Haaland gonna score a hat-trick. Well, I'm not sure about a hat-trick. We're fast running out of time for a hat-trick, mate. But City now coming forward as they work the ball back out to this near side to Bernardo Silva. Silva cuts the ball back to the defensive line for City. But yeah, Jake, you could be right with Haaland getting on the score sheet before the end of the game. And City very much in the ascendancy at the minute. Nathan Ake now playing it forward to Jack Grealish on that far side, but Jack Grealish, instead of going forward, is coming back. And now the ball played forward by City as Inter Milan cut it out, and now Milan with a possession in the centre circle as they race forward now, coming into the City half of the field, chipping the ball forward as Lukaku nods it out to that far side. And now City find themselves defending in their own box as Inter come forward out that far side trying to get a cross into the box, but City defend it well and it goes out for a corner on that far side of the pitch. So yeah, you could be right with Haaland scoring, mate, although I don't think it's a long shot now with a hat-trick with only just over 10 minutes remaining of the game. Jake Darts also saying, and get an iconic celebration. Okay, mate, I think it'd be iconic anyway, mate, if City win this. It'd be the first time they've ever won a European final. Now, Milan playing the corner short on that far side as they eventually get a shot from the edge of the box, but it's high and well over the bar. Jake Dart saying Haaland will never fail us. Well, nobody's saying he's failing you, mate. Nobody's saying he's failing you, but surely you're knowledgeable enough in football to know that a striker's not guaranteed to score in every game, mate. Especially in such a big game like this. There is a good chance that he might not get on the score sheet tonight, but he has been fantastic for you guys all season. As the ball knocked out to that far side, and now City coming forward with Jack Grealish knocking it into the box, and Haaland almost latching onto the end of that, but Milan managing to just cut it out. But City have kept possession with Bernardo Silva now working it out to this near side before he's fouled, and that will be a free kick for City on this near side, about 5 or 6 yards from the corner flag. Jake Dart saying he's been quite memorable a few years ago. Haaland was play slow and demolishing Ruben Diaz. So free kick comes in now for City, but it's straight to the goalkeeper who intercepts it quite comfortably. And now we've got a City player in the box with a ripped shirt. I don't know what's happened there. It's John Stones on the pitch, in the box, on the deck at the moment. Sorry, guys, just trying to watch the replay of that incident to see what happened. So John Stones coming off as Kyle Walker comes on for City. And now the ball knocked long by Milan as the City goalkeeper intercepts it. So Jake Darts is saying he's been quiet. Remember, a few years ago, Haaland was played slow and demolished Ruben Diaz. Yeah, no, that's a fair point, Jake Darts. Yeah, no, it's a fair point. I'm just saying it's a Champions League final, isn't it, mate? So I'm sure you've watched a few Champions League final before. They can be really cagey. Both teams want to win it, obviously. So we don't always see the best and the most exciting football, and we don't always see the best from the top players, no matter what team it is. Just not because the players aren't good enough, just because, like I say, both teams giving everything they can to try and win it. It's that's why they're in the final. They're the best of the season of the teams this season in the Champions League. So that's the point I was trying to make, mate. That we might not score in this one. But it doesn't take anything away from what he's achieved this season. He's had an absolutely fantastic season for you guys, as you rightly point out. Jake also saying, I feel like Haaland going to do something. Yeah, he might do, mate. Yeah, hopefully there's still time for him to get on the score sheet. Inter Milan now making a double substitution, guys. So thanks for that, Jake. Jake also saying, go Prime, what do you think? Go Prime. City now coming forward on that far side as they cross the ball into the box. So we've got a corner on the far side for City. City now take the corner, and it's straight to the goalkeeper who intercepts it, and that will relieve the pressure for Milan. I'm sorry, Jake, I'm not understanding that properly, mate. Jake also saying he's crazy. Okay, mate, thank you very much for that. Jake also saying, I'm a kid, by the way, and I have a channel with 2K subs. Okay, mate. Well, as I say to you earlier, welcome to the show, mate. Good to have you with us. So cross now comes in from Milan on this near side, and it goes out on the opposite side for a throw-in. But yeah, well, as I said, Jake, welcome to Football Fandom UK, mate. Great to have you with us. And yeah, I do speak to a lot of other YouTubers that are building channels as well. Jake also saying he's going to go Prime. Okay, fair enough. Yep, I get what you're meaning now, mate. Thank you very much for that. So throwing on the far side for City. Joey's saying, go on, City, grab another goal. Let's hope so, Joey. Yeah. City now with the ball on the far side as they chip the ball forward up towards the edge of the halfway line, and goes out of play just inside the Milan half of the field as Milan take the throw in quickly and throw it back to the goalkeeper as Milan now coming forward from midway inside their own half as they chip the ball forward now long up to the Manchester City box. City pick up the possession as Gundogan now works it out to that far side to Jack Grealish, and now Jack Grealish coming down that far side as he's under pressure by Milan, and the ball goes out for a throw-in. Milan awarded the throw-in now as Milan now come forward on the far side still as it's challenged by City, and the referee blows for a foul as Milan win a free kick just inside their own half, still on the far side, as they now play the ball into the centre of the pitch, as now work it out to this near side, and Milan chipping the ball forward as it's intercepted by City, and now City regain possession as they lose it in the centre circle, and now Milan keeping the pressure on as they knock the ball back out to this near side. Milan just trying to keep the pressure on City as they now with a possession on the edge of the City box. Are they going to do something with this though? Or are they just going to keep knocking it about? As they do now get in behind, and a cross comes in and it's deep, but ends up going to another Milan player on that far side as another cross comes in as it's headed towards goal, and it's cleared off the line. Cleared off the line as it deflects off the goalkeeper. 88 minutes gone, guys. I don't even think the goalkeeper knew much about that. So Milan now with a corner on the far side of the pitch. Corner comes in, it's short towards the near post as it's headed behind, and that will be a goal kick to City. So thanks for that, Joey. Jake Dart saying you're doing good. Thank you very much, Jake. Nice of you to say, mate. Really appreciate the positivity, top man. Jake saying carry on the good job, top man. Thank you, Jake. Nice of you to say, mate. Appreciate the positivity. As I say, Jake also saying whoever takes the corner, it should be Grealish. To be honest, I don't know. That corner, the last corner was for Milan, wasn't it? So, but Jack Grealish has been taking quite a few of City's corners. I'm not sure if he's took every one. I can't remember, but I know he's took the majority of them. Milan now with the possession as they build again from deep inside their own half as they knock the ball up towards the centre circle, and now onto Lukaku as Lukaku coming charging forward now towards the edge of the City box as he gets a shot off, and it's well wide of that far side post. That save was amazing from the City goalkeeper. So thanks for that, Jake. Yep, like I said, I think he's been taking most of them. Jake also saying Haaland still can score. He certainly can, mate. He certainly can. We'll have to see. Still 5 minutes remaining as 5 minutes of added time added on, guys, at the end of the 90. Now City with possession just on the own half of the field as they knock the ball forward on that far side as it's challenged by Milan, and City win a free kick on that far side. They fouled Phil Foden a number of times in this one. So City now keeping the possession on that far side as they're under pressure from Milan, and the ball challenged again as it goes out for another throw-in, this time to Milan, as Milan throw it to the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper finds himself fouled by Haaland. So Haaland and the goalkeeper finding themselves in the referee's book there for that. Yellow card to both players. credit to the referee there. I thought he was actually just going to give Haaland the yellow card, but he gave the goalkeeper the yellow as well for shoving him, Haaland in the back. Long ball down that far side by Inter Milan as it goes out for a throw-in on the far side, close to the corner flag. So 2 minutes into the added-on time, guys. Still 3 minutes remaining as City with the throw-in. And now what, the referee blown for a foul here again now. What's this? So Milan now with a free kick in a dangerous position on the far side. I didn't actually see an awful lot wrong there. I don't know why the referee has awarded a foul here. Sometimes don't know whether these referees add fouls just to even things up. Free kick comes in as it's knocked towards the box, headed away, but Milan pick it up on the edge of the box as they get a shot off, but it's high and over the bar. Now the referee also booking the City goalkeeper as well. City goalkeeper kicks it long now as Milan head it back in the direction it came from. As just being challenged by both teams in the middle of the park as City eventually get control of it, but lose it to Milan on this near side, and Milan win a free kick. Jake is saying they are still level at this time of match. It's unbelievable. You got yourself a sub. I'll be joining when you're on live. Thank you very much, Jake. Thank you very much for that, Jake Darts. It's like, as I say, mate, great to have you with us. Welcome to Fandom UK. And thank you very much for subscribing. Really appreciated. And yeah, as you will see, obviously we're in the summer now, so you won't notice as much, but I do a lot of match watch-alongs. So yeah, it'd be great to have you part of the Fandom community, mate. Jake also saying, ref is mean, laugh out loud. Yeah, to be fair, I don't know. The ref, I've not really took too much notice of the ref, to be honest, Jake, because the game has been so poor. For a Champions League final, we'd have expected a lot more goal mouth action than we've had. The game has been so poor, it's been a bit of a grind, to be honest. And apart from just recently, I haven't really noticed much of the referee, to be fair. Milan now with the ball midway inside the City half of the field as they work the ball out to that far side. And we're bang on 5 minutes now as the cross comes in, as it's deflected behind. And that will be a corner for Milan on the far side of the pitch. So Jake saying, laugh out loud, they gave City 2 yellows in a minute. Yeah, they did, mate. Corner comes in, headed on at the near post, but good save by City as eventually the ball goes out, and there goes the full-time whistle. City have finally won the Champions League. Well, what a game, guys. Wasn't the most entertaining game, wasn't it? But it is a City win. I think so. Quite a few of the City players in shock, to be fair, guys. Quite a few of the City players holding their head in their hands. I don't know if that's emotions just getting the better of them. But they've done it, haven't they, guys? They've done it. Jake Dart saying, yes, we won. Awesome. Yep. Congratulations to Man City and all Man City fans, and commiserations to Inter Milan. So, yep, thanks for that. Jake also saying you earned yourself a subscriber. Thank you very much, Jake. Yeah, I've read it in your previous message, mate. So thank you very much for subscribing. Appreciated. And as hopefully great to have you with that part of the Fandom community, mate. Great to have you with us. Joey saying, well done, City. Saying that will with gritted. Saying that with gritting my teeth, laugh out loud. Yeah, well, I can understand that, Joey. Totally understand that, mate. But maybe City winning this now will give Man United a kick up the backside, because City now winning the Champions League means they're only one European trophy behind Manchester United. They've got a lot to catch up to Liverpool. They've got a lot of work to do to catch up to Liverpool's Champions League trophy haul. But Man United only with 2 Champions League trophies. And I'm sure Manchester City will be targeting that now. They've got their first Champions League win under the belt. So, yeah. Thanks for that, Joey. Top stuff, mate. I'm just going to read out the match stats for you guys. So if you've got any final comments you want read out before I end the stream, please do drop your thoughts in now. Just going to quickly share with you guys on the screen the match stats. There we go, guys. So as you can see, City with 7 shots on goal, Milan with 13 shots. Shots on target, 4 for City, 5 for Milan. Possession, 56% for Manchester City, 44% for Milan. Passes, 511 for City, 395 for Milan. Pass accuracy, 86% for Manchester City, 82% for Milan. Fouls, 11 for City, 17 for Milan. Yellow cards, 2 for City, 3 for Milan. No red cards. Offsides, 1 each. And corners, 2 to Manchester City, 4 for Milan. So there you go, guys. That's the match stats. Give you guys an idea of how it went in numbers. Ryan Clark saying, from Barnsley, ball boy to Champions League winner. Once a red, always it's a red, always a red. Well done, Stonesy, lad. Yep, absolutely. What massive congratulations. Great to see England players getting a Champions League medal. I'm equally buzzing for equally buzzing for Phil Foden as well, getting himself involved. Getting himself involved in the game, obviously with De Bruyne having to go off. But yeah, great to see English players getting Champions League medal. And yeah, absolutely, Ryan. Well said, mate. Great for you guys to be proud of John Stones being a Yorkshire lad and from that part of the world. So buzzing for you, mate, and rightly so. You should be proud of him coming from your part of the UK. Jake Dart saying, this is crazy. I wish I was at the match. Yeah, well, I'm sure you wish you was at the match, mate, but it would have cost you about 600 quid for the privilege to go tonight, mate. and that's just for one person. Jake Darts also saying, why do you get banned if you record? If you record what? So what do you mean, mate? If you Joey asking the same question. Oh, the match. You can't. Well, you can record the match, but you can't show it on YouTube, mate. It's copyright rules. Copyright. Why do you think that football clubs get paid millions of pounds off TV companies? All them millions of pounds that all the Premier League clubs are chasing, they're chasing it for a reason. Because all these big rich TV companies pay out millions of pounds for exclusive rights to all the games. So obviously, me being a YouTuber, you being a YouTuber, you can't just go and steal their coverage and put it on YouTube because they paid millions of pounds for the exclusive rights to it. So that's why we can't show it on YouTube, and that's why you would get your channel shut down if you did show it on YouTube. So hopefully that answers your question, Jake. Joey saying you can record the match from your own personal use, but you can't upload it to upload to YouTube because it's copyright. Well said, Joey. Absolutely, mate. That's it. Jake saying it's sad though. Well, it is, mate. It is. But as I just explained to you, that's why these big TV companies like Sky, BT, and ESPN and all these other big media companies, that's why they pay millions of pounds. How do you think all these millions are going into football clubs, mate? It's coming from TV companies that pay for the exclusivity to the games to televise it. So that's why they pay. But I agree, mate. It is crazy. It is sad. But unfortunately, that is the football world that we live in. But you guys can still watch Champions League finals. You guys can still watch Champions League final because this final was free on YouTube, so I believe, and also so was the Europa League game. You could watch it free on YouTube. So I don't obviously that's not the norm for most games, but when it's a Champions League final, I think it's a special thing that the TV company's doing. Jake saying, yeah, thank you, Jake. And Jake also saying it's only 60 to go, but the flight. Well, I don't know, mate. Hotels, flights, food, tickets. You know, the cost can mount up. I know that Billy was on earlier and he said he looked it up and found that most fans that have gone out there were paying an average of about £600 to attend the Champions League game. So, yeah. I'm not sure. Maybe it's only £60 for the ticket, but it's how much it costs to get out there. That's the cost in it. Plus, you can't just fly there and fly straight back. Or you could, but you're going to be pushed for time. So you want to stay out there and enjoy the atmosphere. So you're going to have to pay out for a hotel, aren't you? So, yeah, you're talking about 600 quid anyway. Joey saying, cheers, guys. Catch up on the next stream. Thank you, Joey. A pleasure as always. Great to have you with us, mate. Thank you very much for all your positive comments. It's been an absolute pleasure having you involved, mate. And look after yourself. Stay safe, Joey. And hopefully, see you again soon in the next few days on another stream. Jake is saying yes, and it's Turkey. Long way out there, mate. Jake Darts also saying, and that's 3,000 miles from me. About 3,000 miles from the UK to Turkey. So long trip out there, mate. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off now and go and get some food. As it's been a long day for me. I've been at work before this game as well. So it has been a long day for me. But always enjoying the games with you guys in the chat and hearing your thoughts throughout the game. It was a bit quiet a stream tonight, but I think that was to be expected with it being the Champions League final. A lot of YouTubers probably streaming it. But there you go, guys. We will be back with more football very soon as we've got the international football to turn our attention to now. So hopefully that will be good for you guys to enjoy. And I will certainly be back as soon as possible to give you guys some coverage for that. Final words going to Jake. Jake Darts. Jake saying maybe 4K then. Miles, are you on about miles or cost or what? I'm not sure there, mate, but thank you. Jake saying, I've got to go, bye. I'll miss you. See you soon. Thank you very much, Jake. No worries, mate. I'm going to jump off now anyway. It's been a pleasure having you involved, mate. Look after yourself. Stay safe. Thank you very much for dropping in. And it's great to have you part of the Fandent community. Hopefully, see you again soon on a future stream. But yeah, look after yourself, mate. Stay safe. And thank you very much for coming, getting involved. It's been great to see you. And take care, mate. Stay safe, as I say, and hopefully see you again soon. And Jake, just confirming that he was meaning Miles. So thanks for that, Jake Darts. As I say, mate, been a pleasure having you involved. Look after yourself. But anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off. That's it from me for now. Take care. Look after yourselves. Stay safe out there. And hopefully I will see you guys again soon for the international games. But for now, that's it from me. Take care. All the best. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys again soon. Bye for now.